What's going on, guys? Plus Talk here, back again. And this past week, there's been rumors going around that Cesaro has verbally agreed to re-sign with the WWE. His contract is up in April, and whenever somebody is in the last year of the contract, many people say, is he going to AEW or is she going to AEW, or are they going to New Japan, Ring of Honor? And I was on Twitter the other night and I saw a ton of people saying, oh, Cesaro got to win on SmackDown, so that means he's going to get pushed again. Have you not seen how the WWE books their talent, the full-time wrestlers? In what way do you think Cesaro's going to get a push now? Than when he was like in his 30s. Like, come on, this is a 40-year-old man, Cesaro, that wrestles like a 20-year-old, and Vince called him boring. Which, what the? Even in that statement alone, why is he boring? And then he said maybe because he's Swiss. Like, if we're going by that logic, Vince, then Miro must have been boring. Austin and all these guys must have been boring. And who actually was getting mocked by the crowd? If we're going by your logic, Vince. But I mean, do you really think that this company is going to build Cesaro up? Honestly, they tried to do it at WrestleMania. He got over at WrestleMania 30, and they paired him with Heyman. He was the babyface. He didn't need to go with Paul Heyman. He was the heel at the time. Cesaro was trying to establish himself as a singles guy. He just ditched Jack Swagger, so why would he go with a heel guy in Paul Heyman? And then they did other things with him, and they finally turned him face in 2015, Cesaro. And they've had so many chances to have Cesaro as world champion and be that main event. I mean, he got put over clean by Randy Orton in an episode of SmackDown, which I'll link in the description box, which was about 7 years ago now. Nearly 7 years ago, Cesaro got put over clean by then WWE Champion, Breakfast Club member, Randy Orton. So what really gives you hope that Cesaro's going to actually get a big push this time and actually become a world champion? Because I don't say, okay, he's on up, down, down. Adam Cole's not up, down, down, but he's still on NXT. Does that even count? The fact of the matter is that if I'm Cesaro, I wouldn't have signed the contract. If he has, because there's reports saying he has verbally. If he hasn't yet, I would not sign the contract with WWE. There's so many guys that you can work with in AEW. Kenny Omega. You can work a program Chris Jericho. I don't think they've ever viewed it before. Kip Sabian, MJF. All these guys that you can have matches with. And you can be a main guy in AEW. You can be the focal point of this new brand in AEW. And you're actually established. You're actually kind of a known guy. And AEW needs kind of those known guys on the television show, like John Moxley, like Chris Jericho, like Miro, and now yourself, Cesaro. And it'd just be better than what would you be doing in WWE? Maybe tagging with Nakamura, another IC title, a US title. Maybe you'll get put in the Elimination Chamber. That's it. So, if I was Cesaro, I would not sign the contract with WWE. And he should basically go to AEW. He needs to go to AEW. Or in Japan, like, you can go to G1. Like, WWE is not the be-all, end-all. Now, look at the likes of Cody Rhodes, look at the likes of all these other, especially Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre, who recently got released and now Drew came back. But Cody Rhodes, he proved himself out. Vince said he was a world champion material, and basically Cody said, you know what the whole thing about Cody, and he proved himself. Even though the stuff he said about recently, it makes him fickle, but whatever. But yeah, leave your guys' thoughts in the comments, guys, and I'll check you later.